BYD has a number of different electric cars coming to the global auto market this year that you might be able to buy. But they also have 3 new EVs they're going to launch this year that you probably haven't heard about. And here is what they'll be. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans. I'm coming to you here from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome to all you new subscribers. Great to have you here on the channel. Welcome back to everyone else. So BYD. Well, if you don't know about BYD, then you need to know. Trust me, you absolutely need to know about this company. Personally, I have a small investment in the company. However, someone who has a very large investment in the company, has held that position for the last nearly 15 years, is Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway, who own around 8% of the company. Now, over the last 12 months, BYD has transitioned or transformed itself into being primarily an electric car manufacturer when it used to be primarily a gas-powered car manufacturer. In addition to that, they are the 4th largest battery company in the world, and they are the most vertically integrated car company on the face of the planet. Now, Tesla has popularized the idea of vertical integration. They do it very well, but BYD does it, to be honest, even better. But moving on, this year, BYD will be expanding into a number of different markets globally to sell their EVs. Why is that a good thing? Well, their EVs are extremely affordable, much more affordable than any Western brand by a large margin. Now, currently BYD sell electric cars on par with their gas-powered vehicles. And so no one buys their gas-powered vehicles anymore because they can get an EV for the same price. I mean, why would you if you had that opportunity, right? So this year, there's a few different cars coming to market. One of them is called the BYD EA1 or the BYD Dolphin. That is a hatchback, a similar size to a Toyota Corolla, but much, much bigger on the inside, which will probably cost around about $22,000 to $25,000 US in different markets around the world. There's another car coming, a global car called the Yen Pro, the Yen Plus. That's coming this year. That's like a medium to small sized SUV, fully electric, of course. Now, there's 3 other electric cars that they plan on launching this year. The first of those was reported on by several media outlets in China, and it's called the BYD Seal. Now, for BYD, the Seal will be a very interesting model. In fact, I believe it'll be a direct competitor to the Tesla Model 3, but a more affordable kind of version of the Tesla Model 3. I'll put a link in the description below to the video I made specifically just about the BYD Seal when spy photos were taken recently of that car. Now, this vehicle is set to be announced in Q1 of 2022. So in other words, at any moment within the next month or two, it's going to be officially announced by BYD. With a rumored resale price of around 150 to 200,000 RMB, that's 24 to 32,000 US dollars. The fully electric powered sedan is aimed towards the mid-range market, and it's claimed to be a direct competitor to the Tesla Model 3. Now, Chinese reports show that the BYD Seal will be 4.77 meters long, 4,770 millimeters, so a bit longer than a Tesla Model 3. It'll be 1,860 millimeters wide and 1,460 millimeters tall. And its wheelbase will measure 2.9 meters. BYD will offer it with an 800 volt lithium iron phosphate Blade battery pack. Haven't heard of the Blade battery pack? Well, you should have heard of it. If you haven't, check out the video. I'll put a link in the description below talking about the details of BYD's 800 volt system with the Blade battery pack. It's pretty damn impressive. Now, apparently it will have a potential range in its longest range version of 700 kilometers. Now, that's probably the optimistic NEDC cycle. So in the real world, probably a range closer to 500 kilometers, which is still very, very impressive. Now, apparently it will come in a few different variants, and it will come in at least 2 variants, including an all-wheel drive version and a rear-wheel drive version. Obviously, the rear-wheel drive version will be a bit cheaper. Now, the all-wheel drive variant allows the vehicle to achieve 0 to 100 in just over 3 seconds, around about 3.3 seconds. That's 0 to 62 miles an hour pretty damn fast. Now, obviously the all-wheel drive variant will have a motor at the front and a motor at the back. Now, apparently the motor at the back will produce 200 kilowatt and the motor at the front will produce 160 kilowatt. So that's a total of 360 kilowatt. That's quite a lot of power. Now, the rear-wheel drive variant will be available with two motor options. One is 150 kilowatt option and one is 180 kilowatt option. Here is the second EV that BYD plan to release this year. Is it a pickup truck? Well, no. That isn't coming out until next year. It's actually called the Seagull, the BYD Seagull. Now, I'm not sure if I like the name. I think it's a bit weird. I don't know if I'd say, hey, guys, I just bought a BYD Seagull. Awesome, hey? Yeah. But anyway, in Western markets, they may change the name. Now, for BYD, the Seagull is set to be announced in Q2 of 2022. And it's aimed towards entry-level consumers who don't want to spend much on a car. The BYD Seagull will be a mini EV similar to the Wuling Hongwan Mini EV. So a kind of a K car. If you don't know what the Wuling Hongwan Mini EV is, I'll put a link in the description below to my video about that car. In fact, I've made lots of videos about that car because it's one of the most popular electric cars in the world. They sold 50,000 of these in China in 1 month in December last year alone. Now, the rumored price tag for this car, what's it going to be? How much will it cost? 60 to 80,000 RMB. So that's around about 9 to 12,000 US dollars. Now, we don't know exactly how big it will be. It might be bigger than the Wuling Hongwan Mini EV because technically the Wuling Hongwan Mini EV, those types of cars are technically quadricycles. And so far, BYD has never made a quadricycle before. So it could be potentially somewhere between the size of that vehicle and the size of the Dolphin, which is, like I said before, similar in size to the Corolla. That's my guess, but no one really knows just yet. Okay, what's the third electric car? The third one released this year will be called the Sea Lion. Yeah, as you can see, BYD's getting right into their aquatic nomenclature with these names here. You got the Dolphin, the Sea Lion, the Seal, and the Seagull. Anyway, the Sea Lion. This is the kind of car that appeals to me personally, and I think it will probably as well to a lot of Westerners. So the Sea Lion is set to be announced in Q3 of 2022, and it will be the company's premium flagship EV when it arrives. And it's expected to be a fully electric SUV, which will cost around 200 to 250,000 RMB. Now that's 32,000 to 40,000 US dollars. So pretty affordable for a vehicle like this that's fully electric. Now, it will reportedly be an electric SUV competing directly with the Tesla Model Y. Now, from what I've seen from the spy photos, it looks a bit bigger than a Tesla Model Y, maybe similar in size to the new Cadillac Lyriq. But we know it will be bigger than the Yen Plus SUV, which is going to be this year's world global electric car for BYD. Now, recently, well-known leakster Greg Cable shared on Twitter spy photos of the new BYD Sea Lion. And I've got to say, it is one damn good-looking electric car. Wow, I'm super impressed with it. If I can, I'll buy one. Put it that way. It looks unreal. Now, when I say that, I'm not going to buy it just based on the looks, obviously, but I need a car of this size. Fits me perfectly for my boys. I've got an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. We're always trying to put the bikes in the car. We do BMX bike riding. We go out 4 or 5 days a week. So this would be perfect for me, the size of this car. The price, yep, it's in my budget, you know. So really, this looks super impressive. And the looks of it are awesome as well. Now, one of the big things I love about BYD vehicles is the battery pack. You know, so this is one of the key reasons. A 500,000 kilometer warranty on the battery. They guarantee 60%, a minimum of 60% battery capacity after 500,000 kilometers of driving. That's insane. Now, it's said that the BYD Sea Lion could be the production version of the BYD Extreme concept that debuted at the Auto China 2021 event. BYD said during the presentation that the concept features the brand's very well received dragon face design language and uses Chinese knot elements. I'm not sure what that means, which will be a key feature of the design front on future BYD vehicles. Now, honestly, I've got to say, if future BYD vehicles look anything like this, then damn, the company has a very bright future. Maybe I should invest some more money in them because it's a really good looking car. So with 3 new electric vehicles, brand new models that people haven't seen other than these concept images I've shown you here, set to be released in 2022. This year is going to be crazy for BYD. Now, in addition to the announcement of Japanese car maker Toyota partnering with the company to help BYD develop its cars in 2022, BYD's growth will continue in the Chinese market, and it's going to make an impact in the global industry in 2022 as well. It's got big plans. Their vehicles are coming to Australia, New Zealand, the UK, looks like the US as well, and to Europe. Very important. Europe is a huge market for electric cars. Now, there's one key thing I haven't mentioned just yet, and that is the rumors that BYD will be supplying Tesla with the 800-volt system and the BYD Blade battery pack for the new Tesla Model 2, the Model Q, the Model A, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't really matter. But for the $25,000 US Tesla electric hatchback. So apparently the rumor is that Tesla has ordered 10 gigawatt hours of these battery packs from BYD, and these will be used in this affordable Tesla vehicle at the end of this year. Now, apparently the deal has already been done. I made a video about that. I'll put a link in the description below to that video about the new Tesla model, $25,000 model. And reportedly, it will be released at the end of this year or in the start of 2023. I've got to say, I'm excited for this. I mean, this is great news for the industry, great news for you, great news for me. More and more affordable EVs coming to the market. Now, one other important thing that I just read about, that is Tesla's deal to get 200 gigawatt hours of lithium iron phosphate batteries. That's exactly the type of battery chemistry that BYD use for their Blade batteries. And I'll put a link in the description below to that video. Check that one out as well. Now, let me know what you think. Would you consider one of these BYD electric cars if they come to your market and it's an affordable price bracket? Let me know your thoughts. Which of these three is your pick? Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again on the next video. Bye-bye.